Welcome into 5 on your sideline. I am Corey Miller, and we have everything you could want in a high school highlight show tonight. Unbeaten teams, tough rivalries, top college recruits, and of course, lots and lots of touchdowns. So let's hit those highlights. Jesuits versus Cancer tonight at DeSmet. Spartans off that huge win over CBC hosting SLU, up 14-0 early. That DeSmet defense is just dominant. Quincy Bias, that's a name to know. He sacks Marco Sansone. But check out this play a little bit later. Sansone to Landon Pace. You see why he's getting some big college interest. Breaks 4 or 5 tackles into the end zone for 6 points. Dylan Duff and DeSmet are tough at home, though. Duff to Nathan Hatcher. He loses his lid, but he makes a tough catch. Spartans defend home turf with a 42-13 win over SLU. Let's head over to Lindbergh's Flyer Field. It's homecoming, and the 2 and 3 Flyers are fired up to play 4-1 Rittner. The Huskies get on the board first. Jaden Barnett is going to connect with Percy Childs. Seam route. Barnett goes in for the score. Lindbergh tied it and then went for more. Senior Owen Norman going to get out of trouble. He finds Nick Eaton, a good gainer as the Flyers were playing. Beat the clock before halftime. 17 seconds left. Norman's going to connect again with Eaton on 3rd and 7, but he stays in bounds. The field goal team runs onto the field, drama building, but time is going to run out. Final tonight, 28-21 Lindbergh. Kirkwood and Marquette, Pioneers driving in this one, and Owen Neslage, well, he's happy he's left-handed. Finds Nathan Maxon on the left, who is down right in front of the goal line. Pioneers would pound it in. Direct snap to Brock Hicks. He gets into the end zone for 6 points. Mustangs can make some big plays as well. Justin Jackson right through the line, right up the middle, and all the way to the house. Kirkwood would hang on to win this game, though, 38-21. Lutheran North and MICDS, battle of unbeaten teams. North forces a Rams fumble, and they are all over it. Xavier Chapman picks it up. He's gone to the house for 6 points. And now we're going to go to the offense because Lutheran North can score in pretty much every way you want them to. Takari Hollis going to go airborne. Perfect pass right into Michael Harris's hands, and he's going to do the rest all the way into the end zone. Lutheran North stays undefeated with a 46-21 win. Pattonville at Eureka Wildcats with a hyped-up run out tonight. Pattonville driving right here. Michael Allen to DeAndre Rush Jr. takes a big hit, but he hangs on for the catch. Pirates are going for the end zone next, but Allen Brown III comes flying in out of nowhere for the Eureka pick. Runs it back a pretty good distance as well. And remember that name because that was Brown on defense. And here he comes on offense. Fantastic touchdown grab right at our photographer Tom Stasiak in the end zone. Eureka wins tonight 34-0. We are headed next to Ladue where the Rams were hosting Lafayette. Lancers try the onside kick to begin the second half, but Ladue's Samuel Gellner comes up with the ball. Rams could not take advantage of the field position. Lafayette took over and dug into the bag of tricks. Zay Jones pulls up, fires downfield. Michael Callahan can't haul it in, but Ladue's flagged for pass interference. So they move anyway. It's money time for the Rams defense, but it will be the Lancers who would cash in. Jack Bell goes back to Callahan. This time he's got it. Touchdown Lafayette. And at the last check, Lafayette was still winning this game 13-9. It is never fun venturing into the Lions' den at Cardinal Ritter, and Borgia found that out tonight. Carson Boyd airs it out. DeJarian Miller runs right past everybody and runs right into the end zone. 6 points for Ritter. They can do it on the ground, too. Look at the QB Boyd. Watch this. He's already celebrating. He knows from the moment he hands it off, it's going to go for a score. Jamarian Parker takes it to the house. Cardinal Ritter rolls over Borgia 70-7.
Tackle Hunger is sponsored by Neighbors Credit Union. Here you belong.
For a third straight week, we're tackling hunger on the Illinois side of the river. This week, we were in Collinsville for homecoming week, and the K-Hawks showed up big time. On the field, Collinsville has made the playoffs in back-to-back seasons, but are just 3-2 to start this season. It's not time to push that panic button, though. That playoff goal is still in play.
We're going to hope to make playoffs again. That's kind of our goal here. We've done it 2 years in a row, so us being able to get to playoffs again is going to be like the key thing for us to be able to put our hats behind. But hopefully we don't stop there and we keep it running after that, but we'll get to the playoffs first.
We don't focus on one person making a play. We make plays as a team, just really rely on each other.
Full moon over Collinsville. Great shot from photojournalist Jimmy Kruko. K-Hawks off to the fast start. Darren Pennell hits Ryan McIntyre. He's got some daylight. Collinsville for 6. K-Hawks can run it as well. Amari Rogers-Parat gets the around the end, and that goes for a touchdown. And some more push-ups for those cheerleaders. Altoff's loaded this year, though. Freshman quarterback Jaden Ellington scrambles around, zigzags his way through the K-Hawk defense and into the end zone. Altoff gets the road win, 38-27. Here's our tackle hunger tally for the week. Big thanks to Collinsville for showing up in a big way. They collected more than 2,000 pounds of food for Operation Food Search. So far, the campaign has collected close to 50,000 pounds of food that will help feed more than 12,000 people. Now, I mentioned that Altoff is loaded this year. Let's look a little bit closer at that fact. The Crusaders have 3 juniors who have become big college recruiting targets. Running back De'Aaron Hill Jr., lineman Jason Dow, and receiver Charleston Colden form an impressive trio, and they are loving the recruiting experience.
It's honestly a lot of colleges hit me up, like texting me and hitting me up, you know. It's honestly a blessing, you know, because where I've come from, a lot of people didn't get the opportunity I did.
Recruiting, sometimes it's overwhelming, but at the end of the day, it's a blessing. I enjoy every moment of it. Further my education, to further me just be able to grow as a young man, and also just to me, I don't know how other high school players are, but I plan on going to the NFL, not just staying in college.
All right, everybody, cue Song of the South by Alabama. Look who's coming up. We're checking in with pinch hitter Adam Wainwright coming up next. Cardinals and Reds tonight, and this one was ugly early and often. Here's just a supercut of all the Reds' home run tonight. They hit 6 of them. Just destroyed Cardinal pitching. But here's the moment we were all waiting for. Adam Wainwright pinch hits for Lucan Baker in the 6th inning. The place went crazy. Waino smoked a 102-mile-per-hour pitch right back up the middle, but the Reds were positioned right there for the out. Cincy won tonight 19-2. But forget about that. This weekend is about Waino anyways, right? And his teammates are loving this moment for the Cardinals legend, even if some of them had a bad first impression of him.
Well, in the past I thought it was mean because we were playing against each other. I didn't say hi to him on one. That's a nice story. I think it happened back in 2016. He kind of said hi to me. I didn't say anything back. I was like, nah, he kind of mean. But now that I'm on the other side and I get to spend time with him, he's just nothing but a great person.
This 5 on Your Side St. Louis City SC coverage is sponsored by Together Credit Union.
City SC will get the chance to win their 2023 series against rival Kansas City tomorrow night at City Park. With a win, they'll also clinch first place in the Western Conference in their very first season. First place comes with home field advantage, and you know City would love to face the playoffs from the cozy confines of a rocking City Park.
We can create every narrative just about as what we want to create, but for us, it's making sure that we, do our business, right, to get that home playoff match, and as well as if whatever goes our way. But we're confident in the next couple of games that, if we reach those, objectives and targets, but the next one is to check the box of the home playoff match, and that's what we want to do.
We can do this weekend, but if we do our job, then we're sure that we're gonna finish first. So we're still having 3 games, and just depend on us, not in the other teams if they're gonna win or if they're gonna lose. If we do our job, then we're gonna be there.
It's going to be very historical for the club. It's going to be really big because our fans, I feel like our fans are the best fans in the world. I've never seen fans in the MLS just stand for 90 minutes on the first, line of the stadium. But yeah, it's going to be big for the fans, for the club, and it's going to bring a real joy, and everyone's going to remember this forever.
Well, it's a classic trap game this week for undefeated Mizzou football. Hear why they are not overlooking the SEC bottom dwellers in Nashville. Coming up next. For the first time in a decade, Mizzou football is 4-0. While many fans are already looking ahead to next week's clash in Columbia against LSU, the team sure can't. It's a classic trap game week against Vanderbilt. Games against the Commodores have often found a way to be closer than they should be in recent years, and Vandy got the better of the Tigers in 2019 in Nashville. For the players, it is all about focusing on the task at hand.
not living in those moments. I said it last week, about K-State not being our biggest win of the year. We want to continually just be 1-0, and I think that's something as us leaders and us captains really have to keep telling the team, is that last week was last week. You get 24 hours to enjoy it, but then you got to move on, and I think that's going to be pivotal to our success this year, is that if we're able to bounce back and just focus on the team that we're playing each week.
The end of the baseball season means the start of hockey season, and we're kicking it off in a big way on Sports Plus this Sunday night. Jordan Bennington is our special guest, and as you might expect, he has plenty of interesting things to say.
A lot of lessons learned last year for me personally, I think for us as a team, and I think we're very excited about this year of just being more competitive and more aggressive, and not being the victim out there, but being the one dictating the plays and just setting each other up for success.
That'll do it for 5 on Your Sideline tonight. I am Corey Miller. Have a great night, St. Louis.
We are signing off for now, but don't forget, 5